car driving. You guys, I'm normally never in the car driving, but I am on my way to my first craft fair. So I know I have been MIA for like 2 weeks, but I have been working hard for these 2 weeks, which I feel like I've been working hard. So we had Hurricane Ian here yesterday, and I actually thought like we were gonna, the craft show was probably gonna be canceled. I kept like, you know, double checking with my friend Charity, and shout out to Charity for inviting me to her church's craft event. And they were like, no, they were gonna go forward because, you know, by today everything would have been, you know, smoothing over, and actually it is. So I'm, you know, sending out prayers to all of everyone who was affected in the past, especially in Florida, by Hurricane Ian, and who was really affected by it. I'm praying for you guys, and I'm just hoping, you know, you guys made it through, your family and friends and everything. We got a lot of rain and a lot of wind, and we had, and you know, I'm out here in North Carolina, and we got a lot of tornado watches yesterday, a lot of power outages, and, you know, flickering and stuff like that. Did I turn off my windshield wipers? There we go. I don't know what's going on here. I'm tired. That's what I know what's going on. Oh, if I didn't introduce myself, my name is Brandy. Hey friends. So so we had, my power at my house flickered. I actually did go into the office yesterday, only for like a half a day. They let us go early because the power was flickering in the plant. So they let us go, and I came home and everything. Some of my coworkers were without power and all that kind of stuff. So we made it through. So right now it's kind of like a misting rain. So I'm hoping that people still come out to the craft fair today. So it is indoors, so that is awesome. That it's indoors. So I can't wait, you guys, to give you an update. I don't know how much I will be able to record in there. I really didn't ask about that policy, but I will do the best that I can. I have been nervous all the way up until this day because this is my first official, you know, vendor event, and a lot of my stuff is made to order. So having to make, and I actually feel like I don't have enough stuff, but I probably do have enough stuff. Having to make stuff, a bulk stuff at once, it's like my anxiety. So I've learned a lot getting ready for this craft show. So I think going forward from here, I think I'm going to slowly start making a lot of the shirts, the children's shirts, the adult shirts, on my website. Turn the windshield wipers off so they're not loud in the video. Make a lot of the shirt designs so I can already have them, you know, on my, like, on hand. The problem is I live in an apartment, you know, so I don't really have a lot of, you know, space where I can store this kind of stuff. But I'm gonna find a way, you know, put them, you know, in some bins or find some ways to friendly store them, because having to make everything these last couple weeks, I'm just tired. Like, you know, like one of the nights, actually not even more than one time, I got off of work, you know, I'm in mommy mode when I get off of work, mommy mode, and you know, I got us dinner and ate, and I said, okay, I'm gonna sit here for like an hour and relax, unwind, and then get to work. And boom, I wake up because I fell asleep on the couch, and it's like midnight. So, and I lost like 4 hours, you know what I mean? So it's just really, really hard. One day my business will be booming, where I'll be able to hire employees to help me do this stuff. When you're doing it by yourself, it's real. So, but anyway, so I just wanted to jump on here real quick to, you know, to vlog some of the beginning part. So I'm going to record as much as I can doing the craft fair. I didn't, daggone it. Guys, I forgot my tripod. I could have recorded my setup, me setting up my table, and I did not. And you know what? It's not even on my list. Like my list, I have like a check off list, and it's not even on there. So I forgot it. I even forgot to put it on the list. Wow. Well, I will record my setup after the fact. Daggone it, I want to record my setup. Well, after this one, after I see how this one goes, I'm sure I'll be doing another one, and I'll have plenty of time to remember next time to add to my list to add a tripod for my setup. So, all right. So I'm going to end this part of the vlog now, and I will see you shortly once I get to the venue. Bye, guys. Okay, so we're starting over. So I'm in Lumberton at the Harvest Bazaar Craft Fair. Make sure you guys come and check us out. I'm going to show you everybody's craft. I'm going to show you a glimpse of everybody's table. I'm going to start off by showing you my table. I lost connection on my live, so I have to pre-record it and then post it. So here's my table. I have candles today and wax smells. I have coffee mugs, totes, keychains, youth embroidery, key fobs, sweaters, shirts, and also some Avon. Then we're gonna go over here. We have some really nice detailed tumblers. Wow, this right here is really nice. I like that coffee or die. That's funny. Oh, I like that. Have a beautiful day. They're what? Those scents?
I know you're right.
Yeah. Well, I have to pre-record since my
Internet is sucks.
since the live stops right here.
Yeah.
I like the bath melts.
Shower melts.
Those are shower melts. Shower melts. We have the bath bombs right here.
Play-Dohs.
I don't want to say Play-Dohs. Your son said Play-Dohs.
Play-Doh for children and stress balls for adults.
Just stress.
Stress balls. And we have the chapstick.
Room sprays.
Room sprays and bug sprays.
Sprays.
Nice. Come check us out in Lumberton. 1011 Carthage Road. We are at the Harvest Bazaar Craft Fair. And these are for the fireplace. And then right here we have Liz Bell Boutique. Ooh, I like this right here. Looks comfy. Awesome. We got some great hair clips here. Oh, look at those. Come check us out in Lumberton at the craft fair at 1011 Carthage Road. All kinds of great stuff here. They have a 4 for $10. And then look at these beauties here. These are nice. Pumpkin spice and everything nice. These are gorgeous. And then we have, ooh, candies here. Come check us out at the Harvest Bazaar Craft Fair in Lumberton at 1011 Carthage Road. Look at this right here, it looks yummy. And we'll come back and check out her table. Hi, good morning. Good morning. And look at these beauties right here. Oh, they got scrunchies. These are crocheted. Come check us out in Lumberton, the Harvest Bazaar Craft Fair. Oh, these are awesome. Look at these. Those soap bars. These are handmade. Oh wow, look at that. Handmade felted soap with needle. Come check us out in Lumberton. Oh, the Grinch. Oh, look at these beauties right here. So these right here, earthly, so cough be gone, master tonic, anti-inflammatory. So wow, we have some great stuff here. Come check us out at the craft fair. She has stuff here for colds, looks like, and so much. Ooh, turmeric. Yes, yes. Come check us out. Okay. Oh yeah, these are beauties. Come check us out in Lumberton at 1011 Carthage Road. Look at these beauties right here. Look at that. That's something out the movies right there. That is a beauty. We have some great stuff down here.
If I was you, I'd go with that.
We have the Circle of Seasons by Cole. Look at these. Look at these beauties. Come check us out. We have so many great things here in Lumberton. Look at the feet back there. I like that little, oh, that's so cute back there. Oh, and look at Frankenstein back there. A lot of great stuff here. So come check us out, guys, at the craft fair. We would love to hear from you guys and see you guys. Vendors here, a lot of great stuff. So we also have on-site photography set up. this is a 15-minute session, and I believe he said it's $40. So you come in, isn't that nice? On-site photography. They got balloons. They got a lot of options here. So for the photography, come check them out. Say hi. All right. Don't forget to. Hey friends, happy Thursday and welcome to part 2 of my craft fair recap. My name is Brandy and welcome to my channel. So if you guys have not already checked out part 1 of my very first craft fair, check it out. It is posted. So I'm going to go into how many vendors that we had at the craft fair. So if you guys don't know, I attended my very first craft fair on October 1st, this past Saturday. It was called the Harvest Bazaar Craft Fair in Lumberton, North Carolina. So it was super fun, and I'm just gonna kind of like go over what I learned in this part of the video. I'm going to actually, by the time you get to this section of the video, I've already showed you the beginning of the craft fair and everything. So now I'm just kind of like going to go into what I learned and what I plan to do and what I have upcoming, right? So as you guys saw in the video, it was a total, I believe I counted 14 vendors that were there. It was 14 tables set up. I believe that's what it was at the craft fair. So let's talk about my top sellers, right? So I sold the most. Now this is what I sold the most in. And I sold the most in, I sold coffee mugs, key fobs, I sold t-shirts, tote bags, wax melts, but I sold the most in like t-shirts and coffee mugs. And I was a little nervous, right? Because I was like, oh my gosh, I think I'm gonna run out of coffee mugs. And it was funny because I had some more coffee mugs at the house to sublimate, and I was like, oh, I probably won't need them, but it's this time of year, you know what I mean? And I should have, you know, made them and brought them with me. And I was like, wow. But I ended up coming home, I think I came home with only 3 coffee mugs, and I think I went with 10 and I came home with 3. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, I think I went about 10. Or was it 8? It was either like, okay, let's just say it's either 8 or 10 coffee mugs, and I came home with 3. So I was getting nervous, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm down to the wire in coffee mugs, right? So I'm like, wow. And then also I got a lot of requests for kids apparel, right? So I had 1 youth shirt, and I actually should have made more shirts. So I have this huge custom order for homecoming coming up. So in between that and a custom birthday shirt, I'm gonna try to make I'm actually going out tomorrow and this weekend to go buy shirts for my order. So I also need to get some kids shirts, right? So I'm also going to try to bring some youth shirts, because I had an embroidery shirt, and a lot of people were like, oh my god, you do embroidery? And I was like, yeah. So they're like, do you have any other shirts with you? And I'm like, no, because once again, you know, my stuff is made to order, right? So that was one of the things. I got a lot of requests for kids apparel, and I was like, man, now had I, you know, made some kids apparel, I probably wouldn't have sold it like I thought I was going to, you know what I mean? So next time, my intentions are at the next fair to make sure I have some options for kids apparel. Now, with the amount of orders that I have coming up, I don't think I'll have time to do any embroidered orders. but I'm gonna still make some kid shirts, right? So I couldn't believe the amount, because when people saw that I had youth shirts, they're like, oh wow, you know what I mean? So I definitely need some more coffee mugs, which I need to order some more sublimation mugs. I'm trying to think. I'm probably gonna have to order some. I'm trying to think if I should order some before this craft fair coming up. I'm not sure. I still have some at the house, so I may just use what I got. And maybe order some for like a future craft fair. So one of the things I have on my list here is to make sure I have enough coffee mugs, because I really didn't think that they were going to be selling like they did, but they did. Also, I needed more quantities in the sizes. So I should have had like multiples in sizes, which, as you guys know, I was telling you guys I was down to the wire and, working, trying to get stuff to make stuff for. So I kept the quantities at a limit, but I should have had at least three sizes. Am I saying that right? 3 quantities in each size, right? So 3 of medium, 3 of large, 3 of small, or something like that. I should have had at least a couple more, because I didn't run out of quantities, but when people were asking for quantities, shirt sizes, I was like, yeah, I got it. And I was like, oh gosh, this is my last one, or that was my only one, you know what I mean? So I was like, wow. And then, when the next person who bought a shirt, they bought a different size. So I was like, phew, saved by the bell. So that was like another thing to myself, telling myself, you know what I mean, to make sure I have, enough quantity in each shirt size, right? So this is like, I've learned so much doing this craft fair that I will, I'll learn more as I go during craft fairs. Also, I want to get, and I've seen it because I looked up on Pinterest, and I've also seen it on other people's tables that did craft shows, or craft fairs, like on YouTube. They have like a little stackable shelf, like a little 3-tier shelf or something like that you can kind of stack things on, so people can see them when they come to the table. It's not everything is just flat on the table. So I want to get, one of those, right? Actually 2 of those. One for the candles and one for the coffee mugs. I think that would kind of be great, because I have so many different options that I think it's a great idea to have them all sitting up so everybody can see them, right? And then for my wax melts, and you guys know I forgot in my video yesterday, I know I said I didn't sell any candles, but when I was looking at my inventory list, because I was actually trying to take notes in my notepad in my cell phone as I was selling stuff, so I can keep track of inventory, that was hard, because I feel like if customers were looking at me either across the room or walking up to my table, I probably thought, oh, she's always on her phone, which I really wasn't. I was typing in inventory. So I think I'm gonna have to find a better way to kind of track the inventory instead of always having my phone in my hand, while I'm at the table. Maybe just write it down in a notepad. If you guys have a simpler or easier way to track inventory when you're at craft fairs, please hit me up in the comments and let me know how you do it. I'm open to ideas, and I love ideas, or how other people do things, right? So that was one of the things that I was doing, was trying to keep track of inventory, and all of my inventory was flat on the table. So working on my table setup is going to be something that's probably going to change over and over again, depending on how I when I go to the craft shows and what I have on my table. So working on my table setup is something that I'm definitely going to work on, and trying to get creative and check out how other people set up their stuff, pretty much too, to get ideas, right? Also, so I didn't sell any sweaters. Now I'm thinking like, it's fall time, cozy sweaters, yada, yada, yada. I'm going to sell sweaters. I didn't sell not one sweater. But, so this is the thing, right? I had all my shirts, even the embroidered youth shirt that I had all my shirts, and the adult t-shirts and the sweaters. I had them already nice, beautifully packaged in the, what is that? The plastic, shirt bag with the, with the size sticker on it. I had already had it placed in there neat. I had the the shirt washing instructions in there, everything. It didn't dawn on me until some point in time in the craft fair, people don't know what it is, right? So I have something folded up with a saying on it, but they have no clue what it is. So I ordered a what is it called here? Oh, before I tell you that, so with the sweaters and the shirts being in the package, right? Also for my tote bags, you know, guys, I got my handy dandy notes, so I don't forget to tell you guys anything. Also for my my tote bags, a lady said, "Are those pillowcases?" I thought it was the cutest thing, and I told her no, they were tote bags, because I had them folded all neat, and I had the strap folded underneath. It looked all cute on the table and everything, but she thought it was a pillowcase. So between the sweaters and between the shirt being packaged, people didn't know what they were. I had to tell them. So when people walk up to my table, I'm like, okay, I have sweaters here, I've got t-shirts here. That's what I said every time someone walks up to the table. So what I ordered was a foldable garment rack. And this is what I figured how I'm gonna do it, right? I figured that anybody that comes up, I can have it like on the side of my table. Anybody that comes up, I'll have one of whatever shirt I'm selling hanging on the rack. So all the other shirts will be in packages, and all the additional quantities, because like what I did was I had my my cash drawer underneath the table, and I bought the cash drawer that has the security cable that came with it, so I had it like attached to the leg of the table, and then I had it sitting on my bag underneath the table. So I have like the extra quantities of all the shirts, sweaters, and extra tote bags, all extra quantities in a duffel bag underneath the table. So I will have all the quantities in the bag underneath the table, and then I have one of each on the table in a cute little package, right, with the size sticker on it, laid out and nicely neat, which you saw in the picture in the video in the beginning. And then the garment rack will just have a shirt out on a hanger on a garment rack. So when they're looking at it, they say, "Oh, that's what that is." I think it will help easier. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think that's a great idea. I mean, I think that's a good idea. So every shirt that I have, I will have it hanging. So once they see that shirt and they want it, all they gotta do is pick it up off the table, boom, and purchase it. I think it's a good idea. Let me know what you guys think. And I also plan on hanging the tote bags on the garment rack, so they'll be able to see that they are tote bags and not pillowcases, right? So there's a couple things I learned from like feedback from people that came up to the table. Like one lady, she came up to the table, and I'm not gonna say a lady. She's like my other mom, right? She's Charity's mom. Hey girl, hey Charity, if you're watching this, tell your mom I say hey girl. So her mom, she gave me some good feedback. She was like, she looked at the shirts, looked at the sweaters, and she's like, I don't like all the writing all over the shirt. And I was listening to her, and she said that's too big, for me. She said for me. And I told her, that's good feedback. Not everybody wants a big design or wording on the front of their shirt. So that just gave me an idea of, how I can strategically, try and finagle, maybe doing something different with my designs. That was a great idea. Maybe do something like on the chest and something on the back instead of having the whole front with all the wordings and the quotes. So thanks, Mama, thanks for the idea. I'm taking that into consideration. That's great feedback, because it's good to have feedback what other people think, right? Because not everybody likes the same thing. So when she was saying that, I took that as, hey, that's an idea. So I'm definitely gonna look at doing shirts or sweaters a little bit differently, to have a better idea, because not everybody wants writing on the front, right? So I think that garment rack is going to be a great idea, and it's foldable. I got it on Amazon, so it it's on wheels too, and the wheels have like little locks. So the bottom opens up like this, the bottom will open like this, and then the rack pulls up, right? So when you're done with it, push the rack down, close it, and you can, like, you know, put it on your shoulder and carry it out. It seems look like it's really light or whatever. So I think that's going to be a great idea, and it's going to be an awesome visual for the customers, right? So I just kind of learned a lot, and, you know, just watching how other vendors, how they did their stuff, and just, you know, looking at them and like what the customers, the questions that the customers had. And also there was things that I also wanted to do kind of like for like sanitary reasons, like, you know, like I had keychains on my table, so a lot of people came up and they touched the keychains. Like everything that was on my table, when I got home, I hand wiped off with a Clorox wipe. Wiped off everything. Wiped off the remaining coffee mugs, key fobs, everything that sat on the table that the customers, like the sweaters and shirts that were in the plastic bags, I wiped everything down with a Clorox wipe. All the candles, wax melts, I wiped everything down with a Clorox wipe. Because I'm OCD with germs and stuff, so trying to keep it sanitary. So with the keychains, you know, everybody, you know, they touched them, which is fine, right? No big deal. But I wiped them down. But I also wanted to keep it sanitary. So I ordered some keychain display cards in keychain little, I'm probably going to tear this name up. You guys know how I be pronouncing things. With the little cellophane, little bags or whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. So I got little keychain bags. We're going to call them keychain bags, right? So I got the little keychain display card in bags to put them in there. So if someone picks up the keychains, you know, they can hold them in the hand, look at it through the bag instead of actually touching it. So that's just me. I don't know if anybody else does that, you know, but I did wipe down everything that everyone touched and all that kind of stuff, right? Just to keep it sanitized. And I'm also going to figure out a way to, like, for the clothes that I have that will be on the display rack, how to keep them, like, from, like, when people touch them, like how to people sanitize that afterwards without, you know, affecting the material and all that kind of stuff, right? So I just learned a lot, how I did things and how things rolled out and all that kind of stuff. So also I mentioned yesterday in part 1 of my craft video that I was invited to another craft fair on October 29th, and it's outside, guys. So, you know, I had to order a pop-up tent. Woo. Now I am going to practice opening up the pop-up tent, because I'm going to be by myself doing it, right? So maybe somebody there, a nice person there, will maybe try to help me. But I'm going to practice opening up the pop-up tent in, you know, in the backyard, at the back of on my patio. Try to, you know, open it up, you know, half patio, half on the patio, half on the grass, whatever. Just try to get some practice in, so I'm not looking too crazy there by myself trying to open it. Hopefully some good Samaritans may help me. I don't know. So I ordered a pop-up tent. So I'm super excited about that craft show. Also, I begin now to prep for that show. So I'm super excited. So it's like, once you like get the feel of a craft show, I'm like excited for the next one. But I don't know about too many outside craft shows when it gets cold. I'm not for the cold outside sitting for that length of time. So I'm gonna go ahead and close out today's video. I'm super glad I had such a good time. Thank you so much, Charity, for inviting me to your craft fair. I had an awesome time. I'm super excited. Can't wait to do some you know, do some more craft shows. So I'm gonna go ahead and close out with my business affirmations. Let's make sure we stay focused on our goals, guys, right? Let's just stay positive. Don't compare your journey to anybody else's journey. Let's speak life into your business. Speak it into existence, right? So remember, you're going to have slow days. So let's just go back to the drawing board, right? And regroup. Remember, Rome was not built in one night. Failing is also part of the process that helps you grow. Just keep going, right? Keep creating, stay consistent. Promote yourself, promote your business, right? Remember, you are the brand. Okay, if you are just starting your business, you're going to be nervous, you're going to be scared, and that's okay. It's normal, trust me. I still get nervous and scared, and I've been in this game now almost a year and a half, and I'm still nervous and scared doing a lot of things, right? Just start. Just get yourself out there, okay? Don't be interrupting my vlog.
No. Oh, are you live?
Yes, I am.
Sorry. I heard the car running.
You're all right. I'll see you later, girl. Just get yourself out. That's my coworker. Just get yourself out there, right? So have faith, have fun, and love what you do, right? Everything's gonna fall into place. You will learn as you go, okay? And most importantly, block out the negativity. Do not let people discourage you, okay? And never let anyone block you from your dreams and your blessings. Just remember, you got this, right? So I appreciate you guys for rocking with me each and every single week. I do. And thank you to all my new subscribers. I see you guys. Thank you for supporting my channel. So until next time, guys, take care.